These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom. Yes, that's it. The symbol on the middle pillar.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way. Did you hear that?
Never should have come here.
This one's mine.
Wait.
Why are you stopping? Looks safe.
Yes. Close to the inside.
Wonderful. Remarkably well preserved, too. Here's the blood seal. Another lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered me with Cyrodiil?
It's coming to life. After you again. Whoa.
So well preserved. I've never seen a... Isn't it amazing? Ah, of course. Not everyone has an appreciation for the artistic wonders of the world. Let me see if I can find the right panel. Ah, here it is. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord Toms, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his turn.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Good. The Greybeards can teach you a lot, but don't let them turn you away from your destiny. You're Dragonborn, and you're the only one who can stop Alduin. Don't forget it. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esvern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place. In search of the dragon. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords.
Your training proceeds well. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? Do not be so sure about that. Beware. The Blades may claim to serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. As for me, I kept from you only what you were not yet ready to know. Are still not ready to know, as your question reveals. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. I have given my answer. Go and reconsider your course.
Oh.
Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. You weren't ready. You still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. path to Parthenax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Look. Ah. Core.
To my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragon. Use it well. Skies will blow away past.
them. They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Not until introductions are complete. What you can do. Greet me not as mortal. Ah, yes, Sosedo. Ah, I have expected you, Proda. Expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Greetings. Croesus, no, I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. Return it here to the Tid Achran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Achran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will see them. The first mortals that I taught the Thum. They were mighty in their day. Vomin, I warned them against... Yes, but I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall. But all Dove felt the sundering of time. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are... I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into your... Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? It is called force in your tongue. But as you push... Think of the... That is Fus. Let its meaning... Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus? Fine. Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal. Ponder the... That is fine. Let that meaning fill... Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyak, power. You have it, as do all. Sum Ark Mora. Yolok, greeting. Cross, you are likely better. Trust your instincts. Return. But then you will see them. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Bomb. I warned them. Yeah, but I was far from here. It was said to force a dragon. But I meditate on the knowing, contemplate. Will I teach you, Dova? In your that, think of this as the fire builds in your soul, which calls to you. Pond, that is fine. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin. It is. Think of that is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora.
So, you spoke to Parthenax. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon rend shout? Well, so be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek. Breath.
The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor.
If you require assistance with... If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college. Until next time.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
I don't want to see you treating... You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy? I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. Ah, you think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about? Wait, are you? Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Mm-hmm.
Ow!
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them. I don't want to see you... Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to... Aye, that's the... He's the world's... He's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to do. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Dig Dwemer in the when the top level was Elder Scrolls, indeed. The Empire. They absconded with them. Or so they think. The ones they saw. The ones they thought they saw. I know of one. Forgotten. Sequestered. But I cannot go to it, not poor Septimus, for I have arisen beyond its grasp. Here. Well, here as in this plain. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby. Relatively. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby. One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return. You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their grave. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. in the depths of Black Reach. Have you heard of Black Reach? Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower of Tan. But not all. To the route, the edge. Find. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
May we truly reach enlightenment. We are but mad.
What's the hurry?
Of our own
Looking
My
for
Aorlan is the
Nazim?
finest
Check
blacksmith
the yarn
in
tab.
Skyrim.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
I ain't done nothing. I ain't asking.
Be careful!
Let me know if you need anything, or take a
This
seat
is
by
a
the
local
fire,
favorite
and
and
I'll send
one
someone
of the
over.
first songs I ever learned.
Be
Ragnar the
careful.
Red.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Need anything else? Just let me know.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor.
How about a friendly contest to win a staff? If you're looking for a challenge, well, come back when you do, my friend. Come back when you do. A few drinks, a few laughs, and a contest. Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started. I'll start round one. Down the hatch. Your turn. One down, my friend, one down. And another one for me.
Red, who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish.
And how about
he
you?
told of bold battles in gold he had made.
So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest. Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours.
Now I think it's high time that you lie down and
You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer. Of course, you don't remember getting here. I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage or a goat. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple. DeBella teaches love and compassion, but that doesn't mean we're just going to tell you what you want to know and let you walk away from this. Pick up your mess, then apologize. And if we think you're sincere, we'll consider lending you aid. I suppose that'll do. DeBella teaches us forgiveness, after all. Even for a drunk like you. You were ranting when you got here, but most of it was slurred. You did say something about Rorikstead. Maybe you should take a look there.
Reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort they reformed. I consider your
Bit of jewelry for your journey home?
Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my
This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach.
I'm staying out of this. Get going then.
You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. What do you have to say for yourself? Is that so? Does the name Gleda ring a bell? The star beauty of my farm? Kidnapped by a drunk lout and sold to a giant? You better remember her right fast before I call the guards and have you hauled away. You're damn right it does. I'll never breed another prize-winning goat like Gleda. And don't you think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant. You didn't seem to need either to sell Gleda to the giant in the first place. I think you'll figure it out. Until next time.